I don't want to cry. Whew. Hello honeys, it's Yolz and welcome back to my channel. Believe it or not, I am back and I am ready to talk because we definitely need to talk. What's been happening, y'all? Why haven't you been uploading? Where have you been? What's been happening? I needed to gather a lot of strength to actually sit down and do this video. I am not gonna cry. It's been a minute. I definitely want to share and I'm ready to share now, like why I've been away for so long, what's been happening. I just don't want to cry in this video. I hope I don't. And I'm trying to really put in the energy into my voice to keep things as normal as we are used to. And yeah, I don't want to sound down when in actual fact I am a little bit, but I'm feeling a lot better and stronger. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. Really, I'm gonna try and leave it on a higher note though, talk about some positives and stuff. So if you want to allow me to share what's been going on in my life, it's a mini life update, I suppose we can call it. Stay tuned. Of course, for the real ones who have been here since day one, please continue to, you know, comment down in the comment section, and of course like this video if you did enjoy it. It literally just allows more people to see my videos and so yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into this video.
Hey there. It's Yolz channel.
Okay, so it's taken a while for me to be able to really talk about what's been going down in my life. I actually filmed the video last week and I didn't like how it came out. I have filmed other videos as well. It's just really been difficult to go from filming to editing to putting out content here on my channel, just because YouTube is not like Instagram. You know, you can take a picture feeling really down and no one would know, but I mean in reality my personality shows more here. You guys know me, I absolutely hate pretending. So yeah, I think I should rather tell you this in a more story time so that it makes sense instead of just getting straight into it. I know you're probably like, what is it, but some of you already know, coming from my Instagram, what's been going on in my life. But yeah, here goes. So last year around August or something, I contacted my dad. I don't know if you guys know, but we weren't really on the most or the best of relationships, especially come 2019. I have actually had my father on my channel before. I've featured him I think twice, obviously my wedding video, and then there is one video that I showed him. And if you don't know anything at all about my background, I come from a broken family, but I was raised by both my parents until the age of 12 when my mom left an unhealthy relationship, which was my dad obviously, and that's how we ended up in Cape Town from the age of 12 up until I was 24 when I decided to move to Johannesburg. But other than that, 12 years of my life born and bred in Mpumalanga, Nelspruit, White River to be exact. So I'm a Mpumalanga girl and I was pretty much a daddy's girl growing up, and we stayed in contact with my dad. He's just somebody who lives life larger than life. Okay, so long story short, last year 2018 going to 2019, I just sort of needed to process a lot of the things that I went through as a child, the move, the effects of the move, and sort of just deal with my childhood traumas, to be quite frank. Although to be quite honest with you, I sometimes feel like childhood traumas exaggerate, but at the same time I'm sure that's what, you know, a psychiatrist would call it. So anyway, I got back into contact with him not even last year, 2019 August. I texted him and I was like, okay cool, I'm ready to like get back into rekindling our relationship again. I needed to deal with some things, and you know, I took time off. Now this is somebody who would call maybe 2 or 3 4 times a week to 0 in most of 2019, and then we started talking here and there, and then August last year officially I started talking to him a little bit more, like opening up. He had actually never met Fairs until November last year when we went to see him. When we went to see him, he was really ill, and it was shocking for me, honestly. I went there with my husband and my mom-in-law, my mom-in-love, she's amazing, and we went to see him basically, and I was just shook at how ill he really was, and I think he was downplaying it on the phone. So I didn't actually, I tried to vlog parts of it, but I just felt it like a little bit like it's insensitive, you know, because I know the purpose of me being in Mpumalanga for that weekend, and it just felt weird like posting about Fez chasing chickens and stuff like that. Although I did post a little bit on my IG stories, it just felt weird actually editing a full video on that because I have to explain why. And it just hurt to see him in that position. You know, my dad is very lively. The extrovert in me completely comes from him. Like, he's extremely extroverted, loves people. In January I came back from Cape Town, literally on the last day or the second last day of December, and I did get a call from one of my sisters. I have sisters outside of my mom and dad's marriage. Told him who he had before, so he was married before my mom, and then he has other kids, you know, black men. Hashtag don't do that. But anyway, I love them to bits. It is what it is. I shouldn't be joking here, but anyway, got a call from one of my sisters, and she was just like, your father, she actually didn't say dad, she just said your father is really ill, he's really weak at this point, come and see him when you can. So, you know, I tried to talk to him, I tried calling him, and eventually it was really difficult for him to really have a full conversation on the phone, and I knew how serious it was. So basically I think I spent the first week of Jan here. Second week I was just stressing about my dad, and I think around the 11th of January I had a video call with him, and it just, I don't know, I just could see Wuti life was literally leaving him. And I'm not sharing this so that I relive the pain. Obviously editing will be painful, but I'm sharing this also, it does make me feel better talking about it, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. So I literally just dropped everything a few days after speaking to him, and I went to Mpumalanga. I had work, I had shoots, basically cancelled a lot of the work. I only literally committed to one other thing because I knew these people were on my case for weeks and we needed to shoot, and the shoot date kept on moving. So eventually when we did have to shoot, I committed, and it was 2 days after I decided I want to go. So I basically left right after that shoot. Got to speak to him, got to spend time with him, not knowing that, you know, that was basically the last few days that he had. So yeah, I basically spent middle of Jan until the 17th, which was the last day I saw him, with him, and he took his last breath in the middle of the night, sort of the 18th. He was already in hospital by then. We called the ambulance on Sunday morning to pick him up, and then we woke up in the middle of the night going into Monday hearing that he had passed on. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I think it's just hit me harder than I expected. I'm a really strong person, but I know I had even texted one of my friends, I think, when was it, December already, that like I'm not as strong as I think I am. I'm not as strong as I want to be mentally, and I don't have the emotional capacity to handle this, you know. Like, I've been acting really strong, and she was just like, no, you can lean on me, you need to talk about this more. And I think already in November, like, you guys can just tell by the trend. These cars, it's just a Maserati. Anyway, so I think you guys can already tell by November last year, like, my filming went down. In fact, I think in September I also was just like in and out of really creating content. I did have a really good year business wise, but I didn't have the best of years mentally to be able to really push the type of content that I normally do. And usually my content, I'll be honest with you, it is fueled by my energy. I am a high energy person. That person, man, where you just know what's in my spirits are going to be lifted. So I know very much last year I struggled to be that person, and I struggled to pretend. So I wasn't putting out as much content. I know that a major contributor near the end of last year was the fact that my dad was just ill, and that he didn't look the same. He didn't look the same as the person that I know, you know. And yeah, that's why I've honestly struggled to film. And then of course now losing him, I've been really struggling. I'm not gonna lie to you. really been struggling. Today I woke up feeling stronger and better. Today I woke up going into the office just feeling a little bit like myself again. I don't feel 100%, and I think the one biggest contributor to me feeling better, honestly, which is strange, I've heard about it before but it's real strange, is exercising. So waking up early and just get moving. Like, that movement in the morning gets me going. It definitely keeps my mind more awake, more positive. It keeps my mind almost focusing on the things that are enriching and that feed me rather than drain me. Whereas if I wake up late, for instance, and I stick around in bed, my thoughts spiral. I end up getting out of bed at like 1 p.m. The first 2 weeks after my dad's passing, I struggled to wake up. I struggled to get into the shower. I mean, the things that I generally do without even thinking about, I struggle to do. I am a lot better now, and working out has definitely contributed to that. I'm hoping the weight loss will come soon. It hasn't come yet, but I hope it will come soon. But other than that, I am okay, and I definitely am not doing this video to look for sympathy at all. What I do want to know from you guys is what content you want to see this year. We said we're going to involve Ubaba Fezile a lot more, who has been such a strong pillar for me during this time. So we're definitely going to involve him a lot more. Hopefully at least once a month or more we will see his face on here. So definitely leave some more suggestions. I do have a beautiful collaboration coming soon, which is another one that's really empowering. You guys know I'm very passionate about women. If you don't know that, just know. By the way, I also just got an invite now for an event that is hosted by UN Women. The United Nations have just invited me to the event. What? My camera just did its thing, like me. And yeah, man, I really hope that this year will be what you deserve and what God has in store for you. Like, may he just exceed our expectations. May he go beyond us. You know, he literally has plans for us, plans to give us hope. I have that hope now. It didn't feel like I had that hope right after my dad passed, but I know God has a plan for us. God gives us the hope that we need to continue day in and day out. You know, it feels like a fight at times, but he has our backs, man, and he's already planned things for us. He's already gone before us, and whatever he touches, trust that it turns into gold, trust that it flourishes, trust that it becomes fruitful. You know, so on that note, I really hope that you are ready. I really hope that you'll be part of the Yolz channel family. Do subscribe. For those who unsubscribed and are rethinking about it, just subscribe, girls. Just join the channel, because I'm back, okay? I love you guys so much, and I already feel so much better. I am so glad that I started this channel, because I know every time I sit here, even me, I leave here feeling so much better. But more than anything, I hope the same for you. I love you guys so much. Bye.